Hey guys, what's up? It's Ace from the Golden Shovel here, and we are doing an overview of very anticipated Call of Duty Black Ops. Now, this is going to be spoiler filled, so if you don't want the story ruined for you, skip through the campaign part, and we'll meet up with you in the multiplayer. So the premise of this Call of Duty game is you are Alex Mason, who, as you just saw, is taken hostage and interrogated to figure out the numbers. Now, what are these numbers, you may be asking? Well, the numbers come into play throughout the game. Through the gameplay, you'll hear a faint voice say numbers. The interrogator constantly asks, what do these numbers mean? Where are they coming from? Now, the numbers are actually part of a brainwashing system that is sort of like, I guess you could say, they're more or less orders. So as you know, the brainwashed person hears them, they enact an order. It's basically hypnotization, if that's even a word.
Well, yeah, it's brainwashing. What it is Mason was captured by Fidel Castro, and then given to a Russian general, Dragovich. And Dragovich was in partner with Steiner, who's a German scientist, right?
Yeah, German scientist.
And then I can never remember the other guy. What's his name?
Kravchenko.
Yeah, Kravchenko. And they get this gas. It's basically, think mustard gas on steroids. It's a chemical weapon that could kill you within seconds. And so he captured Mason on an assassination plot to kill Fidel Castro, and then he was in a labor camp, and then they were programming people to do certain things, brainwashing them. Mason's job was actually to assassinate President Kennedy, but as you see right there, that guy, Viktor Reznov, went in there and changed it so that he would kill the three big guys, Steiner, Kravchenko, and Dragovich. And it's just like fucked with him the entire time. Now, the big twist in this game probably happens later on, which, if you pay attention to the story and pay attention to what people say during certain missions and whatnot, you'll pretty much figure out what the twist is. If you just kind of like, you know, not really pay attention to much of it, might be a kind of what the fuck moment. But that Viktor Reznov guy, you actually break out of the Russian labor prison camp, essentially, with him, and he leads it. He actually dies then, but because you're brainwashed, you see him all through other parts, as you saw before, when he dropped down, when you're in the flashlight in the tunnel, and you're talking to him, and then that other guy says, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's because he's not actually there, he's just seeing visions. He's essentially schizophrenic because of all this.
Yep. So your character's off his rocker. You know, big surprise. But it is a very good story. At first, I was really confused because I always thought Reznov, you know, was right there. I'm like, you know, why are they freaking out, man? I mean, I'm just helping a Russian guy, you know, with, you know, killing these three other guys for vengeance for what they've done. I don't know why everyone's freaking out, and then I realized, I was like, oh, because I'm insane, that's why. How wonderful.
Yeah. Well, not so much insane, just programmed to be insane.
Part robot.
Yeah.
And as you can see here... Oh, go ahead.
The actual campaign itself is... There are a lot of really good moments, but Infinity Ward still is the master of, like, you know, to me, along with Bungie, like, just the total epic, like, holy crap moments. There's no nuke moment in here, you know. Like I said, there's a lot of good ones like this. There's a lot of vehicle sequences, a ton of vehicle sequences. You get to do a boat, a hind, you get the, you know, chopper gunner, and all kinds of stuff. It's a lot of fun. And I know you're probably going to be talking about Mr. Terminator.
Well, yeah, there was a scene straight from Terminator 2. You're on a motorcycle blasting people with a shotgun. Right when I saw it, I had visions of, you know, a leather jacket and sunglasses, and then saying, "I'll be back," over and over. And I know you haven't played World at War, but Reznov was actually, you know how in Call of Duty 2 you switched between like British, America, and Russia?
Yeah.
Well, in World at War it was the same way. You switched between America, Russia, I think, only. But I can't be too sure. But he was your superior when you played as the Russian soldier. And he, again, was voiced by Gary Oldman, which is awesome.
Does he still voice him in here?
Yeah, still him.
Which is crazy, because I just don't think Gary Oldman when I hear Reznov.
I know. Oh, look at that. It's da-da-da, zombies. Yes, what made World at War so popular with Nazi zombies is back. Of course, they'd be insane not to put zombies in. Now, this isn't particularly Nazi zombies, even though we are in a Nazi-controlled building, as you can tell by the swastikas. This is just more or less straight-up zombies from fallen soldiers of different armies. Now, I have a few gripes with this. And my gripes are as follows. It's not so much a gripe, more of a, I don't like it. They ramped up the difficulty way too much. We got to, I think, 10, wave 10, and we were lucky to get there. We had an incredible, just like, string of luck that whisked us away to wave 10. Whereas on World of War, you could easily get to 25, no problem. And on top of that, you'd think that there's a way out, because the differences between World at War and this is there's the introduction of electricity, which is awesome. As you can see, that thing that Jack was just standing on says you need to turn the power on first. That's a teleporter. It takes you, to different points throughout the map. I always thought it was a way out. And there's a part where you can actually get to the alley outside in the sunlight. Now, if that doesn't scream, we can escape, I don't know what does. But you can't escape, it just leads you right back into the building.
Well, there might be more to it. You probably just have to go through, like, a crapload of ways. Now, this is the first, as I said before, I haven't played World at War, so this is my first experience with zombies. And it's fun, but I wish they would have included that and put in Spec Ops as well, because to me, Spec Ops was a much, much better mode just due to the fact of the different challenges you had to do. You actually had, like, a real goal besides who just survive, and then, just, like, all the different stuff you could do. Like, a snowmobile race, or the whole, going on a bridge and just, like, trying to fight your way through all the damn enemies and all that kind of crap. And just all the pain in the ass difficult stuff you had to do. Like, I don't know, oil rig.
Oh, dude.
Not even the juggernauts. Juggernauts are easy. The juggernauts is easy. It's the damn oil rig where you had to go through on veteran in like 5 seconds or whatever. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, but we did it because we're Uber.
Oh yeah.
But it's like you were saying, do wish Spec Ops was included so we could have different objectives, or at least a different variant of zombies, so that, we can have an objective which hopefully is escape. Take the teleporter, get out of there, get back to wherever. And that was the end of my thought, because guess what? We're in competitive multiplayer. Just like Modern Warfare 2, I think. It's a lot better, though, however. But it looks and feels very familiar, as always. You have, the equipment, the 3-tier perk system. Weapon customization is quite different now. You can actually, there's obviously different camos. There's a ton of different camos now compared to the first Modern Warfare, or Modern Warfare 2 even. You can change, as you see, Jack's got a red dot sight. You can change the red dot to a plethora of different things. You can change its color. You can change the lens color, even. You could put your call card or your call emblem on your gun, your clan tag on your gun. There's a ton of weapon customization now. As far as player customization goes, they hyped it up a little too much. There's not that much.
Yeah. Woo, face paint. Holy crap. Come on now.
Face paint is about the only thing that distinguishes you. That and your first tier perk distinguishes you.
Yeah, they actually like, say for example, if you want a ghillie suit, you get Ghost, which is you're not on the radar. To me, there's things that they do really well in terms of taking out the retarded kill streaks, like Nuke, AC-130. But then they added in a really retarded one in the RC car, which I hate. Wish they never put
Why
that in.
do you hate the RC car? The RC car
because
is
it's
so
such
awesome.
a pain in the ass. Because you cannot escape from it. You know, it's like with the Predator missile, it was balanced. Yeah, except the fact if you can't shoot it because there's like this little black dot moving around. That's why I like the Predator missile, because it was balanced. Because if you were in a building, it couldn't kill you. You know, and with this thing, it could go anywhere, and it could just follow you and kill you. You can't outrun it. You know, it's just like, it pisses me off. But I don't know. It's still just not different enough. It's still just like Call of Duty. It still has horrible hit detection. The lag affects it a lot. And if you like Twitch shooters, then it's probably your thing.
Yeah, it's definitely a Twitch shooter game. And I will agree with you on hit detection. It's absolutely just across the board sometimes. I mean, my shots will be seconds behind a guy, but all of a sudden blood will just explode out of thin air and I'll get the kill. Same with the knife. The knife hit detection is just as worse, or not just as worse, just as bad, rather. Or you can stab thin air and blood will explode from it and you'll get the kill.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the chopper gunner that you hated in Modern Warfare 2, but it's apparently back.
I didn't mind chopper gunner. I hated AC-130.
Oh, or you could like switch between like the missiles,
You know,
the littler
and like
missiles,
Uber
and
bomb.
the littlest missiles. Yeah, Uber bomb.
The well, it's technically
quite
like
Chopper Gunner.
artillery shell.
It's so useless on this map, though.
Yeah, there's so many damn like just things to hide behind. Now, the one thing I thought they kind of screwed up on was it was a good premise in that you didn't necessarily have to unlock stuff; you had to buy it using credits, which is cool. Don't make it so that you have to buy stuff by having to unlock it and then buy it, you know. It's different when it's something like Halo where it's just cosmetics, but for all the guns, I want to be able to buy all the guns, you know. Don't make it so I have to unlock it. Mm-hmm. Unless if it's something like special, you know, like the whole unlock the classifieds by having to purchase a certain amount of the guns of that specific kind.
I have a question. How did you not kill that guy? You hit him like 30 times, and you didn't get a hit marker once.
Again, it's just the hit detection in this game, and a lot of times I like to use M16 just because of the long range factor, and I'll shoot 2 or 3 times at someone, and then on the kill cam when they kill me, you know, you go look and it's like, oh hey, I never shot once. You know, and they just like totally destroyed me, and it just pisses me off.
And what this is right here, this is combat training. This is a new edition. It's basically, it uses multiplayer physics, you know, health, hit detection, all that, and
it's multiplayer, but with only bots, essentially.
Yeah, it's a bot match, essentially. We're playing on regular difficulty, I do believe. Yeah, it is regular. And I think as far as training, quote unquote, goes, it needs to be ramped up more than regular. It has to be in between regular and hardened, because hardened, they know where you are regardless of what you do, and be completely hidden, and they'll just say, oh, he's X coordinate, Y coordinate, turn around, shoot him in the head. It's way too difficult. There needs to be that medium. There needs to be a slider for difficulty. That's, you know, like Oblivion had that, Fallout had that, you know, it just needs that implementation in it, and it'll be perfect. But it's extremely fun. You can pit. What we do is basically we just round up friends, and it's us against a slew of bots, and it's just fun because we challenge ourselves in different ways, like all knife kills or whatever. So thanks for watching, guys. We hope you enjoyed our Call of Duty Black Ops overview, and be sure to check out GoldenShovel.tk for more Golden Shovel related content.